What is going on, guys? DBG here, and I've heard so many complaints about this that I have to make a video. And this was something that, like, I thought it was pretty bad, but it wasn't quite as bad in my head because, first of all, I haven't got Luka yet. Like, in terms of these, like, splash zone things, I'm pretty confident if I complete the splash zones. And if I complete the splash zones up to the cheap cards, so basically hero down, if I complete all these and I complete all these, I'm pretty sure I am not far, or if I complete them and these three, then I think that I've got enough to get them. But there's something that came up that I didn't realize. I was like, okay, this is pretty bad, and I didn't realize just how bad it was. So before we get on to it, lads, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. It's the best place just for my team talk, honestly. And before we get on to it, because again, I know you guys are going to be saying, oh, I complain about everything. I'm just going to say good things that 2K did today. Triple threat. This is a fantastic thing. This is a great thing that 2K did today. They also put another WNBA player. They made Onyeka Okongwu a WNBA player on his card at one stage, which is kind of funny when you pull them in packs. But yeah, there's 2 years in a row Onyeka Okongwu's been WNBA player. But again, at this stage, I'm convinced it's just some rogue employee making mistakes just to try to get someone else hired. But yeah, so these challenges right here. Like, these ones weren't too bad because we were like, okay, Season 8 rewind players and win triple threat. So I was just like, okay, you know what? You need 3 of these. One thing that I had a problem with, and I said it last week that I did have a problem with it, was that if you got these guys, these don't count. So if you got, I did a challenge with Otto Porter, Mason Plumlee, and Kelly Olynyk, and I didn't get any. I'm like, what? Wait, why? Apparently, like, I won a game of triple threat offline, got 0 and 0. You need to buy the cards. The Season 8 rewind rewards players. So you can grind for these rewards players. They're not Season 8 rewind cards according to 2K. They're not rewind cards. The only rewind cards are the ones you have to buy. The ones you have to pay for. So the free ones are not considered rewind cards. Then there's 20 assists with Invincible, Luka Doncic in a single game. Obviously, I can't do that. I can't do the Luka ones. And then this one I didn't even bother doing. I'll do it when I get to it. But step 2, like, again, I'm good with any of the triple threat ones using certain players, because if it's only 3 players needed and there's like 30 players in the set, I mean, there's bound to be a few of them that are cheap, and it's always not too bad. And again, buying and selling back like 2 or 3 players is not the biggest deal in the world. But what 2K have basically done now is they have basically made it so that, like, if you don't know me, like, well, if I didn't have anything else on my account, let's just say I had this amount MT. You can get Luka. If you have 80k MT, you can get Luka. If you have 80,000 MT, maybe not. You know what? I reckon if you started today with 80,000 MT and you did every XP challenge that you can do, you can get Luka. I think from Wednesday onwards is probably, that's it. But like, I still think it's still possible to get Luka if you do go today, because there are 2 more Fridays. Yeah, I think 3 Fridays you'll be able to get him if you really focused. But yeah, so I think that's kind of doable. But then if you look at the Beyond Level 40, this one here, look at this right here. So you're looking, okay, this is easy. This is easy. This is easy. And again, with glitch players, like, everyone kind of has a glitch player. This isn't too bad. Look at this challenge right here. Win a game using 13 Season Rewind cards. And do you know how expensive Season Rewind cards are? And these guys none of these guys were cheap, by the way. None of these guys were cheap before this challenge. They went up a little bit in price. None of them were cheap. More than 15k. I don't see these dropping. Like, these guys were already 15,000+. There were no cheap Season Rewind cards because no one opens these packs. And do you want to know why it is? Like, look at the price of these. They're so rare. Like, these guys are so rare. that the price obviously shoots up. But like, let's see what the lowest price for these guys are. Surely 25k is high. Oh my god, right now. Like, obviously the prices are going to drop to below 20 at some stage. But still, 28, like, you are paying 400k. It is 400k plus. And that's 30. You need 13. So let's see the actual cost of this. Let's see the actual cost of this. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no big men here. 6. I think there's 6 different players we found so far. 7 Makira Lewis, 8 Nico Mannion, 9 Josh Jackson, 10 Devontae Graham, O'Shea Brissett, it's 11, Vanderbilt 12, still no big men, Dean Wade 13, Mike Williams. So we've got 13. Maybe 14 if you count Thad Young. Where are the centers? Where are the centers? Like, what's the cheapest center you can get? Or primary power forward that play center? Like, you're paying. Let's see. So let's say you're paying an average of 31k per player. And that's not including big men. And you're paying 40k for Robin Lopez. So that's already it's 400k. Any power forwards to play center? There are not. There are not. So you legitimately are paying 400k for the squad. And even if it halves in price, 200k is still a ridiculous amount for this one challenge. And the thing is that you might be like, and I can guarantee you 2k's logic is, well, if you don't get the cards, you can just grind for these guys. So you can just grind and get these 6 players, and then you only need 7 players. But that doesn't work because the season rewind rewards don't count. Like, if the season rewind rewards counted, it would still be pretty bad. But you could use that argument that, oh, if you just get all the season rewind cards and you don't have the huge amount of MT, you know, I think by the time you get all 6 of these guys, it's 12 hours, you can get 200k from just like playing the mode. But still, like, it's crazy. It's actually nuts. It's actually nuts, like, just how expensive these are. Like, it is 400k. And one good thing is that the one thing that's a bit of a saving grace is that it lasts 20 days and the prices will go back down. But this squad is not going to cost you less than 200k at any stage this year, I don't think. Because there will be one position, and it'll probably be the center position. Because there are very, very few centers that come out that are less than opals. We're probably going to see 50, 60k for a center for every season of Rewind Center. But again, you know what the point of this is? Because these guys are so rare that they were so easy to price fix. Like, you can't price fix a card where there's an abundance of them. Like, these like pink diamonds and opals come out now. There's too many of them. You can't price fix them. Thing is, super rare cards you can price fix. You can get them way too overpriced. And then I was about to say, I was like, oh, it might be forcing me to buy packs, but man, you can't even buy the packs. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, 2K. I do want to apologize. That this is one situation where you can objectively say, nah, they're not driving people towards packs. They just made a challenge without realizing the consequences of said challenge. But lads, simply put, if you don't, Blake Griffin is no longer free. It's like even 50k if you discard if you sell everyone back for the same price after tax almost. You're paying over 40k. Like, genuinely, you need 2 guys to play primary centers. I think the next highest after Robin Lopez is like 50k. You are paying well over 400k. You're paying well over 400k for a squad just to play one challenge. Like, this is more costly than, do you remember those spotlights from NBA 2K20 where you used to have to get every player in the set to play the final challenge? This is actually more costly than that, which is mad. I never thought we'd see today, but this is actually more expensive. To complete one singular challenge, it's costing over 400,000 MT. And it's not going to go down anytime soon. Like, yes, 400k is a ridiculous price right now. This challenge is unlikely to drop below because of how rare these cards are and the fact no one opens season rewind packs. I genuinely think that this challenge is going to go Lowest 150k, which is still stupid for a challenge for a quote-unquote free card. Like beyond level 40, oh, it was meant to be this big thing that, especially because Luca, you can get Luca for free, you can go and grind for this card. Nah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay. And it's unfortunate. Is it the biggest deal in the world? I don't think Blake's that good, so I'm gonna say no. It's not, but like it is. For people that really were dead set on Blake, I know some people that spent a whole bunch of time getting Luca and doing all the Blake challenges just to not have enough money to afford a squad because they only have about 120k MT in their collection. I know a lot of guys like that they do not have the funds to complete this challenge, and they may not be able to get Blake so late because 2K put in this challenge after 3 weeks, so they basically just wasted all their time. But again, this is, I don't even think it's necessarily the worst thing in the world. I just think it's a case of 2K not realizing what they were doing. I really just think it's a case of 2K not realizing what they were doing, because I think they put 13 players in Season of Giving in another collection, or in another what was it? Another challenge. Problem is that all those other challenges, they're fine in this set right here. Like if you want to win 13 Season Rewind cards for 1250 XP, that's fine. Problem is when it's a compulsory challenge to get Blake Griffin, that's where it's kind of overboard. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Blake is not free. Don't ever call Blake free. And whatever about level 40s, if you want to call Luka Doncic free because of how easy he is to get, fair enough. Because you did grind from the vast majority of no money spent players. Even if you started no money spent the first day of the season, I can confidently say, if you tried, you could get Luka. And I don't even mean try too hard. Like if you tried, you could afford all the ultra cheap cards and end up getting Luka. But at the end of the day, Blake Griffin, this card, make no illusions, this is not free. This card is not free, and it's far from free. Make no mistake about it, this card is not free. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.